Okay, at this time, we will move on to superintendent's recommendations and reports. Mr. Smith?
Mr. Birdie and members of the board, I have several items for your consideration under personnel professional. Number one, resignations, letter A. Number two, extracurricular resignations, 2019-2020, letter A. Number three, unpaid leaves of absence, letters A and B. Number four, employment, letter A, extracurriculars, 2019-2020. Letter B, ESL tutors, 2019-20. Letter C, reading and math tutor, Title I, non-public, Sacred Heart, 2019-2020. Letter D, substitute teachers, 2019-20. And letter E, substitute nurses, 2019-2020. And that concludes the items that I have for your consideration under personnel professional.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. At this time, I will entertain a motion to accept the recommendations.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? Mrs. Lane, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Begley?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Neill?
Yes.
Mrs. Gundrum?
Yes.
Mr. Birding?
Yes, motion passes.
At this time, I'd like to ask Mr. Penny to cover the items listed under personnel support.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Mr. Birding, members of the board, I have the following items for your consideration this evening under personnel support. Under item number one, resignations, letter A. Under item number two, employment, letters A through F. This concludes the items I have for your consideration this evening.
Thank you, Mr. Penny. At this time, I'll accept a recommendation to accept the recommendations.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Mrs. Lane, will you call the roll, please?
Mrs. Gundrum?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Neill?
Yes.
Mr. Begley?
Yes.
Mr. Birding?
Yes. Motion passes.